Gentlemen, welcome to Better Than Life. Now, you must be hungry, and there's a restaurant just a couple of miles down the beach.
A couple of miles? How are we supposed to get there?
Anywhere you want. After all, this is Better Than Life.
Better Than Life actually is one of my favourite episodes, you know, in all of the Red Dwarf series.
It was a good technique to get there, which was Craig would open a door, and then we cut round the other side, and you see him opening the door the other side, and there's a door just in the middle of Rill Beach with a spaceship through the door. Got a big laugh, rightly so, because it was a nicely constructed and well-placed gag.
The budget really was too small for what we were trying to do, and Rob and I weren't helping anything by writing things like A Beach in Paradise.
It's there in the script. They wake up on a beach in paradise. And, you know, how stupid were we? We must have thought we were going to go to Mozambique or something, but no.
Where do we go? Rill.
And they lied to us, you know, oh, yeah, we're going to go to Spain for a couple of weeks. Yeah, we're going to do this and, like, yeah, we're going to do it on location. And, yeah, we'll get to Spain.
Nothing personal against the Welsh, but Rill Beach ain't Barbados.
Being on Rill Beach in the middle of what seemed like winter, drinking cocktails in Hawaiian shirts, those days are better forgotten.
Great beaches, the tide went right out, you know. But yeah, it was suffering. Everyone was suffering a bit.
Neither are we.
I think that's it, innit?
May in Rill, horizontal rain, tides coming in rather quickly.
But it's raining. It's grey. Oh, well, we can tweak it,
Is that going to be okay? Yeah, no, that's going to be fine. Rill will be fine. Honestly, we will get the special lenses and we'll get, you know, gels on it. It will look really warm and great. Oh, okay. And then, of course, you show up and you think, this is Rill Beach. It's really cold. This isn't going to work.
Nobody can make that look like paradise. I'm sorry, Rill Tourist Board. Can't be done.
Ed wanted a jungle in Rill, and it's in front of the car park, which is full of cars. So as far as the eye could see the cars, and he wanted a jungle. And I had to raid all that, be nice to all the parks people there, and all the garden centres. We've got an assortment of plants and shrubs and whatever.
This has got to be paradise, this has. 11 in the morning and not a single German beach towel in sight.
The boys were sitting on their Bermuda deck chairs, wearing Bermuda shorts and shirts and freezing. And quite a lot was done, but they were having major issues because they were shivering so much and they couldn't talk because their mouths wouldn't work.
The guys had to sit there pretending they were enjoying the sun, and it was bitterly cold. I mean, honestly, Danny was turning blue. His teeth were chattering while he was saying, God, this is paradise, pass me another pina colada. And they had to, in between takes, they had to come up with warm thermo blankets, wrap him up, cardiac resuscitators. It was terrible.
From the top, as before. We take Holly out.
Yeah, I'm going to be cool this time, baby. It's 110 degrees in the shade. We're in the Bahamas and shit.
The guys were so cold and so uncomfortable. We just had to remount. In fact, at one point, I remember Ed talking about going inside to the, I don't know what it was like the swimming pool, garden house place, and that we could remount it in there and not to worry, and that would still look like a beach in paradise. Like, what?
The Rill Sun Centre is a swimming pool, basically. But it's a tropical swimming pool with flumes and slides and whatever. The difficulty of shooting inside the Sun Centre would have been that they refused to close it. So we would have shot everything with hundreds of kids running around, as you do in any swimming pool. We got a motorcycle and an E-Type Jag onto the beach. Now, actually getting them onto the beach wasn't that difficult. Hiding the fact that we were putting them on a beach to the company that we'd hired them from was more difficult.
I didn't realise until I'd ordered all these vehicles that sand with the salt can rust. So I was thinking, please get them off the sand as quickly as possible before we get another bill to replace parts on the car.
Sorry about the gearbox, loves.
And when the car pulls away, that's me driving it. Rocket, who was the cameraman on the shoot, put the camera right in, probably 3-4 inches behind the back wheel on the first take when I floored the Jag and sprayed the lens of the camera with so much sand that it got everywhere. It scratched the lens, it got inside the workings of the lens.
The tide is always coming in more quickly than you think it's coming in. And the E-Type did get stuck on the beach. And then I think we tried to pull it out with a Land Rover. And I think that got stuck as well. So everything just happened incredibly quickly.
Everyone was a bit like, look, get me off this beach. This was worse than being at Dunkirk.
I seem to think the sun came out at some point in the afternoon with the boys' heads in the sand. So maybe there was just a lot of lights, I'm not sure.
At the time that we buried the cast up to their necks in sand, I couldn't think of anything I wanted to do more.
The temptation to just walk away and leave them was huge. Or to actually throw things at them.
Our faces have been smeared with jam and we're about to be eaten alive by killer ants. Why not?
God dear, you can't take him anywhere, can you?
Well, you spoil this, Rimmer. We're gonna die, we're all gonna die, and it's all my fault. And then we're gonna kill the seagull.
What we actually did, of course, was get 4 prop guys to dig a dirty great hole, which originally we had planned for them to stand in. However, digging on real beach isn't as easy as you might think. So I think it was about 3 feet deep. So they're kneeling inside with their bums down on their heels.
Because sand can stop you from breathing because it pushes onto your rib cage, they didn't put them in and then fill it up. They put a board around them and then layered it with sand on top, so it looked like they were actually buried.
What's that? That's my foot.
Don't tickle. I've got badly ticklish feet, man.
Is that you, Dan?
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. I didn't know it was you. I've been leaning on you all along.
Can we go now?
I remember marvellous moments going, I don't think there's enough jam on Chris's face, and someone having to crawl out like it was quicksand over this piece of wood to put an extra bit of jam, and then they'd go, no, not there. They go, yeah, where? And then have to do it again.
Is that jam running, Helen? No, right. Is it running? Oh, it's probably frozen in this weather anyway. God, that bloody jam. It's the smell. I don't care about it being on my face. It's the smell of it. It's the chemicals they put in it, the preservatives and stuff.
That's right.
The E
numbers.
Yeah, the E numbers. They smell. Those letters smell.
I was in the back of a lorry, sitting there in front of a camera, and I'm on a monitor there, and the monitor is buried in the sand. But I'm in the lorry, back of the lorry. The other guys are in the sand, buried in the sand. I felt really smug about that. I like that.
Yeah, Norm, can you come in any later, Norm? How about speeding that line up a bit? You could get the first act of Ben Hur in there.
I hear not what you say.
Okay, get him out.
Oh.
Be careful, guys.